Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adrienne Marriott Mills, and I'm from Falmouth University, and I'm going to talk to you today about the university, which is in Cornwall, England, and specializes in the creative industries. Now, if you'd like to ask me any questions, I'm delighted to answer them at the end of the presentation, and you're able to put them into the chat. Also, I'd really like it if you would book an appointment with me. I'm available until May the 9th to speak to you, and do bring your parents along as well. So let's start talking a little bit about Falmouth University. So Falmouth University was established as a school of art in 1902, which means that it has over 100 years of experience in the creative arts. It officially became a university in 2012, and it's now the second largest creative university in the UK with 4,600 undergraduate students and a body of postgraduate students. It is a state university, not a private one, and it's also one of the safest universities in the UK. It has two campuses, Falmouth Campus and Penryn Campus, both which are located within a 15 to 20-minute bus ride away from each other. Everything we do at Falmouth is about preparing you for great jobs. Very recently, our graduates have been identified as being #1 in the UK for running or starting their own businesses. Entrepreneurship skills are built into all our course learning activities, as we know that many creative people aspire to run their own businesses or work freelance. Falmouth also topped the charts for the highest percentage of freelance graduates, with more than 10% of graduates currently setting their own working patterns in their chosen field. It demonstrates that a wealth of entrepreneurial spirit exists across the courses at Falmouth University, something that should come as little surprise given that the university places such a focus on transdisciplinary approaches and encouraging collaboration. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Falmouth University is one of the safest universities in the UK according to the Complete University Guide. Universities with the lowest crime rates tend to be located in rural settings in small cities and towns and are predominantly self-contained campus sites. Falmouth is also a great place to live and was voted one of the best places to live in the UK in 2019 by the Sunday Times. The Times assessed a wide range of factors from employment, schools, and broadband speed to culture, community spirit, and local shops in order to compile the definitive top locations to live. The judges of the survey said, "If you can't have fun in Falmouth, you're doing something wrong." The university has transformed the town into an all-season arty-party town. The Games Academy at Falmouth ranks 4th in Europe, 6th outside the US, and 39th in the world. Robert Franick, the Princeton Review's editor-in-chief, said of their ranking exercise, we recommend these universities highly to students considering careers in the exciting field of game design. All of the universities that made our list for 2020 have excellent programs, outstanding faculties, and awesome state-of-the-art facilities. Not surprisingly, they count among their alumni many of the video game industry's most prominent artists, designers, developers, and entrepreneurs. Falmouth has one of the largest dedicated games studio spaces of any UK university. Our students have access to spacious, team-focused, professional standard studios, as well as dedicated craft rooms, breakout spaces, and a range of industry standard software, management tools, and game engines. Our large games development studios are open late during term time, encouraging creative collaboration between students. Students also have access to weekly live drawing sessions, motion capture suites, augmented reality and mixed reality, and 3D printers. Falmouth is a small coastal town in southwest England in the county of Cornwall. The population of Falmouth is approximately 25,000 people. It's a very touristy place thanks to its subtropical fauna and flora and beautiful beaches. It's also a student town with students from across the globe. Despite its small sizes, Falmouth is very developed with lots of small cafes, pubs, restaurants, hotels, shops, fitness facilities, and many other forms of entertainment. It also has a few nightclubs and many festivals during the summer, not to mention the huge variety of sports and water activities such as surfing, paddleboarding, and diving. All of this makes the student life very vibrant and interesting. To get to Falmouth, you can take a direct 1-hour flight from London to Newquay Airport, which is located 40 minutes away from Falmouth, or choose one of the other options, such as a train or coach journey. Every year, the university offers an airport collection service to all of our first-year international students. During this service, our staff and student ambassadors meet new international students at Heathrow Airport and at Newquay Airport, and everyone travels to the university for the first time. It's a great way to make your way down to the university. It's also a great way to make friends during the journey. Bookings for this service are usually taken in the summer before the start of the course. Falmouth is a do and make university, focusing on practical skills and practice. There's no theory exams, and all students are assessed on practical and research-based projects. Every course is structured to mirror industry. This means that students work in a very similar or the same way as they would do in a professional environment. Students come up with their own ideas for projects and develop these in teams or individually while receiving continuous feedback and support from the staff. All of this enables them to develop skills, expertise, and a professional portfolio to secure a job or to start their own company after graduating. It's also important to mention that Falmouth University students own the intellectual property of their projects. The university does not claim any copyright of students' work, which to my knowledge is not always the case. So let's have a look now at how we teach and our staff. All of our staff have substantial experience in the field they teach in, and most are still practicing their craft and maintaining their professional networks. We think that learning from industry experts is crucial to anyone interested in studying arts or any other related subjects to the creative industries. In addition, the university invites industry professionals to our campuses for guest lectures and workshops. Students also get to meet them on various study trips and at exhibitions. These meetings are a perfect opportunity for students to find out about different career paths, get feedback on their work, or even secure an internship, placement, or a job. Academics are happy to share their networks with students to help them find their place in the industry of their choice. The students are able to access staff support very easily. All the staff offices are close by studio and facilities. Students can easily schedule one-to-one meetings with staff and ask for additional support with their work or any other problems they may be facing. Life in Falmouth is much more affordable than some big cities in the UK and overseas. Cornwall is one of the cheapest counties to live in the UK, and transport and entertainment are accessible and affordable to the student pocketbook. Part-time jobs are easy to find because Falmouth is a very touristy place and there's so many hotels, bars, cafes, restaurants, and attractions to work at. The university also employs students on a part-time basis in the cafeteria, the cafes, the bars, to clean, to work as student ambassadors, and that kind of thing. Moving away from home can sound a little bit scary, especially when you're moving to a new country. One of the most important things that you will have to consider is, of course, accommodation, your new university home. Falmouth University offers 8 different student halls of residences. All the residences are managed or owned by the university or their partners. The accommodation includes 24/7 security offices where the staff can help you with any issues related to your room or your flat. We recommend that you stay in university accommodation during your first year of study. It's very safe and can help you to adapt to living away from home. In every flat, you will find a mix of people from different courses, so it's a great way to make new friends. We offer a wide variety of accommodation, including alcohol and meat-free flats on campus, if that's what you want. Our student accommodation is guaranteed to all bachelor first-year international students, and we endeavor to meet the requests from master's students too. Choosing accommodation opens in April each year, and it's a ballot system, so names are drawn out of a hat, but everyone will get a room. A ballot system means that our accommodation is not granted on a first-come, first-come basis, which we believe to be really fair. As long as you accept your offer and apply for accommodation within the deadline, you have a very high chance of getting your first choice of room. You'll be able to choose up to 5 different accommodation types and rank them from 1 to 5 via a special accommodation portal. Once the deadline is passed, all the bookings will go into the ballot, and rooms will be assigned to each applicant who applied. Applicants will receive a confirmation of the type of accommodation they have been given in the summer. If you do decide not to live in university-owned and managed accommodation, our accommodation team can advise you on finding a suitable place in the private sector in Falmouth Town. Let's have a look at our courses now. We offer over 50 different bachelor's and 20 master's degrees across 9 different departments. Our amazing facilities in the Academy of Music and Theatre Arts comprise 11 performance and rehearsal spaces, flexible theatre space, 650 square meters of sprung dance floors, live rooms, control rooms, and digital and analog equipment. The Academy of Music and Theatre Arts is also a working performance venue. We've taught filmmaking at Falmouth for over 50 years. Our state-of-the-art kit and facilities, placement opportunities, industry connections, and sheer enthusiasm for telling stories help us to produce award-winning employable graduates. Visual arts have been practiced and taught at Falmouth for over a century, and our reputation for creative excellence keeps us at the forefront of British art schools. We're dedicated to providing the best environment for you to think, make, and experiment alongside your peers and develop your creative networks. In the Fashion and Textiles Institute, students have the chance to work on live, industry-sponsored projects with companies like Adidas, Liberty Art Fabrics, and Nowness. Students develop their own creative practice, utilizing state-of-the-art technologies alongside long-established traditional techniques and processes. In the School of Architecture, Design and Interiors, students are taught using a collaborative approach, which gives them the chance to face real design challenges and work with industry professionals from across the creative world. They have the opportunity to create sustainable spaces, places, and products, and explore issues like energy, health, and well-being. The Institute of Photography has several different photography courses, including the very unique Marine and Natural History Photography degree. Working in some of the best university facilities in Europe, our students develop their practice and portfolio by taking on live industry projects and occasional paid briefs via our in-house agency. They also go on internships and study visits to places like London, the Galapagos Island, New York, and the Red Sea. In the Games Academy, creating unique games means working in a unique way. We anticipate the future of the industry and collaborate with skill sets from across the creative world. As a game app or immersive content developer, you'll have the chance to work with actors in motion caption suits, artists, writers, composers, and business experts who can train you to market and profit from games while you're studying. From advertising, marketing, and graphic design to creative writing, publishing, and journalism, studying in the School of Communications means you'll work on live briefs and learn from industry experts like Rory Sutherland and Simon Armitage, as well as writers in residence, including Alice Oswald and Lionel Shriver. Through access to industry contacts like these, incredible facilities, and opportunities for placements with the likes of the BBC, Condé Nast, and global advertising agencies, you'll be challenged, inspired, and raring to begin your career. We've taught filmmaking at Falmouth for over 50 years. Our state-of-the-art kit and facilities, placement opportunities, industry connections, and sheer enthusiasm for telling stories helps us to produce award-winning employable graduates. Focusing on getting you into the industry, we offer an immersive and demanding experience across the full range of creative production roles and responsibilities in both the technical and conceptual aspects of filmmaking. You can work on real paid jobs from our creative film agency, Maine, or get a role on one of our in-house micro-budget feature films while you study. Our honorary fellows include the founders of Aardman Animation, Peter Lord and David Sproxton, Black Mirror and Doctor Who director Toby Haynes, and film producer and BFI executive Mary Burke. We are primarily a campus-based university with a few online degrees. Our bachelor degrees are 3 years with an optional foundation year in many subjects to make it 4 years. The integrated foundation year is a great option if you're starting something new, you've been out of education for a while, or you just want to work at a slower pace. Most master's degrees are taught on campus with a few which can be obtained online. Full-time master's degrees are 1 year long, with the exception of the Master's in Architecture, which is 2 years long. Online and part-time masters are 2 years long. If you're searching for doctoral study, you can choose to do a research degree, which ties into the university's creative industries subjects. Our latest international fees and scholarships information is available on our website, so we advise you check it before you send in an application. We offer a talent-based international student scholarship of $2,000 off the first year of tuition to all applicants. You don't need to apply to this separately if you're an international student. All international students are automatically considered. Falmouth University accepts worldwide academic and language qualifications. We're interested in assessing your creative potential, so you don't have to have studied the course you choose before. We interview every candidate and will ask for either a portfolio of creative work, a creative pitch, or a performance, depending on what type of course you are applying for. We give you lots of help to get ready for this, so don't worry if you don't have anything yet. We can guide you through the process, and it can all be done virtually. We do read every personal statement very closely. So if there are extenuating circumstances as to why you didn't meet our grade boundaries, or you haven't been able to produce your creative work due to COVID or other circumstances, do let us know. We are interested in your creative potential, and we look at your application holistically. Let's take a bit of a closer look at what Falmouth is like to live in. You can access the whole town on foot. There are lots of pedestrianized areas. You will find lots of small, quirky places to eat and shop, or just to sit outside, watch the boats go by, and have a coffee. Of course, there is a full range of services such as banks, pharmacies, opticians, supermarkets, hairdressers, etc. You won't need to go further afield to get anything. Bus service to and from the two campuses and to town is frequent and easy to use either by a prepaid ticket system, a pass, or pay-as-you-go contactlessly. It is fairly priced, and there is a package to suit everyone. You can arrive from further afield to Falmouth by bus or into one of our 3 railway stations. The university has a green policy, and there are bike racks outside all the buildings and residences if you decide you want to buy a bike when you arrive. There are also showers available on campus if you're arriving by bike and need to have a shower. There are lots of dedicated cycle-only routes too. Clubs and societies are a big part of university life at Falmouth, and they are run for students and by students. What you can see on the screen here is just a very small selection of the over 100 clubs and societies available at Falmouth. Clubs and societies are a great chance to try something new or carry on with something you already love doing as a hobby. If the university doesn't offer the thing you are interested in, your students' union can support you in setting up a society on your own. You will get the chance to find out more about all the clubs and societies when you join at Welcome Week, called the Welcome Week Freshers Fair. Many of the clubs and societies offer a free taster session to see if it's something you want to join. We have a fully equipped sports center where you can work out, take exercise classes, and hire courts and gym spaces. So whether you want to play a sport for fun or try out for one of the teams, there's something for everyone. We have well over 100 clubs and societies that you can join. So as I said, moving away from home can be a little scary. There's so many things to consider and so many things to learn and adapt to. But don't worry, you're not on your own. The university has a wide variety of different support services. These include the Compass, which is a fully confidential one-stop shop for any problems that students face. The Compass staff can listen to students' concerns and direct them to an appropriate professional service on campus. Employability services, support with finding jobs, internships, placements. They can also help with your CV and cover letters and job interview sessions. They can do practice job interviews with you as well. Our Ask service provides academic support with anything related to essay writing and learning. They also offer a range of useful workshops, for example, on things like critical thinking and research. Our well-being and support services can offer mental health support and counseling. If it's a serious problem, they work with external partners who specialize in helping and guiding struggling students. We also have a university mobile well-being app. For health concerns, there is an on-campus doctor's office just for students, and they can refer you to many other specialists and the hospital in Falmouth and Penryn. If you need help with accessibility or learning support, such as with dyslexia or dyspraxia or ADHD, we can provide that as well. Do let us know what kind of support you need. We offer spiritual care for anyone from every faith or no faith, and both the Penryn and Falmouth chaplaincies have a quiet room for reflection, contemplation, meditation, and prayer. In terms of money, we support students to help them to understand about budgeting, as well as what funding is available and how to apply for it. English language classes are free and offered during term time and are available to every international and UK student. Classes include social English, pronunciation, presentations, CVs and applications, and research. In terms of software, we can provide additional certified training in various Adobe software and other packages. And we have excellent library services with IT facilities on both campuses. The one in Penryn operates 24 hours a day, every day. Both libraries are equipped with a range of research materials, online and physical, magazines, newspapers, archives, videos, films, audio recordings, etc. Every single course has its own dedicated librarian who helps students find appropriate research materials. This is all included in your tuition fees. When you come to Falmouth, you'll get to take part in our International Student Welcome Weekend and our Welcome Week for all new students. This is a time to settle in, to find out everything you need to know, to start to meet people and socialize, and to generally get acquainted with your surroundings. Lots more information comes to students over the summer before they join us. One thing I wanted to say about Falmouth that's quite unique is that we want all of our students to access all of our facilities. We understand that creative people tend to be interested in lots of different things and want to play with lots of different types of medias, and we want to support you. So as a student at Falmouth, you're able not only to access the facilities in the department you're studying in, but across the entire university, and we want to make that happen. One of the ways that we make that happen is that twice a year, we have what we call our Workshops Festival, where the students are off timetable for an entire week, and they can sign up online for literally hundreds of different creative workshops. We also do this on a Wednesday afternoon, which we call WOW, which is Workshops on Wednesdays. Here's an example of just one day during our Workshops Week last February that students can sign up for. They can sign up for as many of these workshops as they want online, and they're all completely free. So I'm going to wrap up here and take some questions from you. If you want to ask me anything at all, you can. One thing I wanted to say as well is if you don't want to speak to me and you'd rather speak to somebody your own age, we have an Ask a Student platform, which you can find at falmouth.ac.uk/ask-a-student. On this platform, you'll find current students from almost every single course that we offer, and they're waiting to answer your questions. It's by chat. They do have up to 24 hours to answer you because they are real students with a real workload, but they love talking about their course, and you can ask them anything that you want that you might not want to ask me. So whether you want to ask about the nightlife or part-time jobs or the application procedure or accommodation or student life, whatever it is, you can ask them. I'm also on that platform as well. We also have a variety of virtual events that are going on, which you can access at falmouth.ac.uk/events. Now, these cover very broad issues such as how to choose a university or how to create a portfolio or how to put together an audition piece, but we also have sessions that take a really deep dive into all the courses that we offer. And they're live, just like this session. You can ask questions and get answers, and our academics and students are on hand to answer those questions for you. We're also having some virtual open days that are coming up where you can visit the university virtually, and you're more than welcome to sign up for those. If you're wondering about about visas or tuition fees or that kind of thing, then I would recommend that you send either an email to me, my email address is at the bottom of the screen, or to applicantservices@falmouth.ac.uk. And if you do have Instagram, then please follow us at Falmouth Uni. There's lots of examples of student work and what's going on at the university, and you can really get acquainted with the university and find out more. So I'm going to come to questions now, and hopefully you will put some questions in the chat. Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask? No? Please do ask, don't be afraid. I'm more than happy to ask any questions you have. If you want to ask questions about any particular courses or about our application procedures, about what's going on campus now, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Right, what I can do is, I think that some of you might be interested in some of our, maybe our art courses. I know there's a lot of interest in our art courses at the moment. We offer fine art, illustration, and drawing. So if anyone wants to ask me questions about those, that would be absolutely fantastic. We've also got some new courses that are starting in September. We've got fashion, styling, and art direction, and there's been a lot of interest around that. And we also have a course called Architectural Design and Technology, which is great for people who maybe don't want to become a chartered architect and are interested in the more technical aspects of construction and build. So you might want to ask about those as well. No? Please do ask. Okay, well, maybe what I could do is put some interesting links into the chat. I'll put in our art and design at Falmouth. Okay, so here's some information about our art and design courses that we offer at Falmouth. So you might want to have a look at those and ask some questions. I can also put a link. We've got some really good films as well. So I'll put the link to our YouTube channel as well. Okay. This is the link to our YouTube channel. I would have a look at that. We have information on our YouTube channel about almost every single course that we offer, and also some really nice student-made films about a week in the life of